Welcome to Search for Signs. My name is Gary Willing. If this information interests you, please press the like and subscribe button and press the bell for notifications. I hope you're having a great day today. It's January 30th. We're almost into February this year. And I hope that you are just as effed up and weird today as you were yesterday, because I know that's the case for me, right? Weird is the new normal. That's what they say, right? Well, they don't say it. I guess I just made it up. But now, it brings up an interesting point, because Maitreya and the Masters of Wisdom have been talking about the fact that we're moving into a time where there's unity, there's synthesis, brotherhood, cooperation, those words, right? Where today we're much more individualistic, right? Now, one might think, just hearing this on the first listen, that they're talking about conformity or something like that, right? Well, nothing could be further from the truth. In reality, in truth, the truth of the matter is, true unity cannot exist without true individualism. And true individuality cannot exist without true unity. They're one and the same. The individualism that we have today is not true individuality. And so what do I mean by that? Well, unity is not conformity. Unity is not homogenization. It is, I'm unique, you're your own individual, but yet I at the same time allow you to be an individual just as you allow me to be my own self. And within all that, we allow each other to be our own individuals, not at the expense of other people, but not at the expense of our own individuality, actually, but in recognition that we are all unique. And then therefore the unity of the soul, but yet the uniqueness of our own soul can flourish. So when these masters talk about unity and conformity, they're not talking about conformity. They're talking about true individualism at the same time. And if you look at the cosmos, you look at planets, you look at solar system, flowers, animals and so forth, they're all unified, but yet they're all unique. It's kind of hard to mistake Jupiter from Mars. They look totally different, right? But yet there's a unity to all that, and once we realize that, our own individuality will start to really flourish, because we're not true to ourselves. And that's the whole point. Maitreya's, one of his main teachings is to be true to yourself, honesty of mind, sincerity of spirit, be detached. But you can't be truly honest in your own mind and true to yourself if you're expecting other people to be like you. Or vice versa. You can't be true to yourself if you're following other people's thoughts and ideas and just blindly following them. That's why Maitreya is on TV speaking in the way that he's speaking, because he doesn't want followers. He's totally against it. In fact, he says, those who run after me, you've already lost me when you've done that. So all these people that were looking for Maitreya's interview when it was first announced, 10 or so years ago, lost Maitreya as soon as they started looking for him. And even if they had found an interview that was him, they've already lost him, because Maitreya is not the one given to, and it's not about Maitreya being on TV, it's about his priorities, really. But he also, when you see Maitreya, you see these masters, they will be very rigorous in terms of you being you. You remain true to who you are. If you're a Christian, stay a Christian. If you're a Muslim, stay a Muslim. They don't want you to change your beliefs. It is a lie when people come up on YouTube and they say, oh, there's going to be, they're going to torture Christians and he's the Antichrist and stuff. They don't know what the beep they're talking about. Maitreya is never going to do anything like that. These masters are never, ever, ever going to do anything like that. But what we think of as the individual today is not a true individuality. We're more conformed today than we'll ever be, 100 or 200 years from now. But I digress a little bit. But yet I want to talk about, I wanted to circle back and talk about signs again, because I've been talking about politics for a while. And I wanted to read from Benjamin Creme's master's article talking about the signs. Are they still going on, right? Well, I think they are. I think these signs are still going on in abundance. Now, whether the media is reporting on it is a whole other matter. I think that the media, the way that we communicate with one another, haven't really been focusing on these signs, because I think there's several different reasons. One, I think they're so commonplace that it's becoming not really newsworthy for them to even report. Even looking at UFOs, right? People aren't quite as shocked as they were 30 years ago about a UFO video flying around, the atmosphere or whatever. It's kind of like, hey, I've seen that one before, right? And so it's becoming more normalized. That's one thing. Two, I think the internet is full of it's a minefield of rumors, innuendos, and falsehoods. And people can throw something up there, make it look like something or whatever like this, just to get views or get people to be distracted on them or whatever, for the attention, whatever their motives are. But there's no real truth to it. So a lot of the people talking about these miracles and stuff like this, it kind of gets washed away over people who are talking louder, than them, maybe get more attention than they do. And it's just kind of, But I think these miracles are still going on. I know for myself, I still see them. But I wanted to, again, read from Benjamin Creme's master's article talking about signs in abundance, is the title of it. And it was published in Share International magazine in April of 2006. Whenever, as now, man is in a quandary, unsure whether to go forward or back, to the left or the right, there emerges an interesting phenomenon. Signs are looked for, even by those who do not believe in signs. Unexplainable happenings are taken seriously and given meaning. Men search for the key that will open the door through which they must go to the future, unsure as yet of what that future may hold for them. The signs that would guide them are there in abundance, but men soon forget the wonders which have been lavished on them for many years. Thus, in the main, men miss the very indications for which they search, and for which they beg. The time is soon coming when men will remember the signs and accept them as true portents of the days to come. They will understand them as a planned manifestation synchronized with the emergence of Maitreya and his group of masters at this unique time in the history of the world. Many and varied have been these signals to men that something momentous and wonderful is afoot on earth. For those with eyes to see, they have stood as a reminder to men that there are many areas of life that remain unknown and mysterious, that there are laws of which men know but little, and above all, that man is not alone. Since there are signs, there are creators of the signs. All religious groups await and expect their chosen divine revelation, and read the signs as confirmation of their faith. Such confirmation sustains them in perilous times and gives them hope for a better future. In this way, a climate of expectancy and hope is created among many millions and prepares them for the events which now are imminent. Few can deny the signs, although their meaning may be obscure. They quicken the intuition and the imagination of men and open their hearts to the revelations which are to come. From statues which weep and move to the light patterns which adorn the fronts of buildings across the world, from shining crosses of light to milk-drinking Hindu gods, the signs are endless. Few can have been untouched by these wonders. Doubters and skeptics, of course, are ever to be found, but not for long. Very soon the climate of expectancy will grow and register firmly in the minds and hearts of men everywhere. And into that expectant atmosphere Maitreya will enter and begin his open mission. Thus will it be. Remember to take action and help SOP save our planet. Thanks for listening, and we look forward to talking to you again in future videos.